The alarm went off at 4:45 a.m. Not the heroic kind of alarm, not the cinematic kind, just a harsh, annoying sound cutting through sleep. He opened one eye and stared at the ceiling. Every part of him wanted to turn over, to say, not today, to tell himself he'd go later, or tomorrow, or when life felt easier. But he didn't. He sat up, swung his legs off the bed, and stood there for a moment, not motivated, not excited, just decided. Outside, the streets were quiet, no traffic, no noise. The world felt paused, like it hadn't fully agreed to exist yet. When he pushed open the gym door, it hit him again, empty. No music blasting, no conversations, no mirrors crowded with people watching themselves lift. Just the hum of the lights and the smell of rubber and metal. At first, the emptiness felt strange, almost uncomfortable. He thought, why am I the only one here? Am I early? Or am I alone because this is stupid? He started warming up anyway. Each rep echoed slightly. Each breath felt louder than it should. And somewhere between the first set and the second, a thought crept in. This is why it's empty. Not because people didn't want results. Everyone wants results. It was empty because this hour asks a question most people don't want to answer. How badly do you want it when no one is watching? Day after day, he came back. Same time, same silence, same empty room. Some mornings were harder than others. Some mornings the weights felt heavier than they should. Some mornings his mind argued louder than his body. You could skip today. You've been consistent enough. One day won't matter. But he stayed, not because he felt strong, but because he showed up anyway. Weeks passed, then months. Slowly, things changed, not in a dramatic way, not in a way anyone clapped for. His posture shifted. His movements got cleaner. His confidence became quieter. And one morning, something was different. Another person walked in, then another. The gym wasn't empty anymore. But by then, it didn't matter, because the empty gym had already done its work. It had taught him something no motivational quote ever could. That progress doesn't announce itself. It doesn't show up with fireworks. It doesn't care if you feel ready. It happens in silence, in repetition, in moments that feel boring and lonely and pointless. The empty gym wasn't a punishment. It was an invitation to build discipline instead of motivation, to build character instead of comfort, to build strength when excuses had no audience. Most people never see the empty gym. They only see the results later and call it talent or luck or genetics. They never see the mornings when quitting would have been easier. They never hear the silence that tested resolve. They never feel the weight of choosing effort when comfort was right there. But that's how it works. The work you do when no one is watching becomes the strength everyone notices later. And that's the real secret. If you ever walk into a room and it's empty, if you ever find yourself alone doing the work, if you ever wonder why it feels harder for you than for others, you're not behind. You're early. And the empty gym? That's where people are made.